Hello students, this is Hitesh Manglani. Today we will discuss new topic of chapter Ordinary Differential Equations of Higher Order, that is methods to find CF. So what is CF? It is complementary function. So method to find general solution of non-homogeneous equation f of d into y is equal to capital X. First of all, what is the meaning of non-homogeneous equation? So if the right hand side of the equation is non-zero, then that equation is called non-homogeneous equation, and if right hand side of the equation is equal to 0, then that equation is called homogeneous equation. So in this lecture we will understand how to find solution of non-homogeneous equation. So general solution is given by y equal to complementary function plus particular integral, that is CF plus PI. Therefore y is equal to YC plus YP. So this is general solution. Now there are different cases for CF as well as for PI. So let us discuss method to find CF. So first case is if roots are real and different. So suppose m1, m2 up to mn are roots of auxiliary equation. What is auxiliary equation? That is f of d equal to 0. So if the roots of auxiliary equation are real and different, then CF is given by yc equal to c1 e raised to m1x plus c2 e raised to m2x plus so on plus cn e raised to mnx. Okay. So here first of all, how to find roots. So suppose we have given differential equation, solve d square plus 3d plus 2 in bracket into y is equal to 0. So first of all we will compare the given differential equation with f of d into y equal to 0. So f of d will be d square plus 3d plus 2 is equal to 0. So if we factorize this d square plus 3d plus 2 equal to 0, then it will be d plus 2 into d plus 1 equal to 0. Therefore d plus 2 is equal to 0 or d plus 1 equal to 0. Therefore value of d will be minus 2 and minus 1. So here roots obtained are real roots and both are different, because minus 2 is different value and minus 1 is different value. So CF can be found by case 1. So it will be c1 into e raised to m1x. m1 means first root. So here first root is minus 2. So here it will be c1 into e raised to minus 2x. Okay. Plus c2 into e raised to minus 1 into x, because second root is minus 1. Therefore our final answer of CF will be c1 into e raised to minus 2x plus c2 into e raised to minus x. Now consider second example. If roots obtained are 2, 3 and 5, then CF is given by c1 into e raised to 2x plus c2 into e raised to 3x plus c3 into e raised to 5x, because here roots are real and different. Okay. Now let us discuss case 2. If roots are real and equal. So suppose m1 is equal to m2 is equal to mn are roots of auxiliary equation f of d equal to 0. Then CF is equal to YC equal to C1 plus C2x plus so on plus Cn x raised to n minus 1 bracket complete into e raised to m1 x. So if roots obtained from auxiliary equation are real and equal, then CF can be found by this formula. Now let us consider one example. Solve d square plus 4d plus 4 into y is equal to 0. So first of all, we will compare the given equation with f of d into y equal to 0. Therefore f of d is equal to d square plus 4d plus 4. So auxiliary equation is given by f of d equal to 0. So it will be d square plus 4d plus 4 equal to 0. So d square plus 4d plus 4 can be written as d plus 2 whole square, because it is a whole square of d plus 2. So d plus 2 whole square is equal to 0. Therefore d plus 2 is equal to 0, or d plus 2 is equal to 0. Therefore d equal to minus 2 and minus 2. So here, as you can see, that roots obtained from auxiliary equation are real and equal, because minus 2 is repeated. Okay, therefore CF can be obtained by this formula. Therefore CF will be C1 plus C2x into e raised to minus 2x. Here we will have to write down minus 2 because root obtained is minus 2. Okay, and here we will write down till c2x because minus 2 is repeated twice. Therefore yc is equal to c1 plus c2x into e raised to minus 2x. Now consider second example. If roots obtained from auxiliary equations are 2, 2, 2, then yc is given by c1 plus c2x plus c3x square into e raised to 2x, because here root obtained is 2, so here it will be 2, and here there are 3 terms because 2 is repeated 3 times. So final answer of yc will be c1 plus c2x plus c3x square into e raised to 2x. Now let us discuss case 3, complex roots. So if m1 is equal to alpha plus I beta and m2 is equal to alpha minus I beta are roots of auxiliary equation, that is f of d equal to 0, then CF is equal to yc equal to e raised to alpha x in bracket c1 cos beta x plus c2 sin beta x. So if roots obtained from auxiliary equation are complex roots and both are different roots, then CF can be found by this formula, that is e raised to alpha x in bracket c1 cos beta x plus c2 sin beta x. Now consider one example. Solve d square plus 4 into y equal to 0. So here first of all we will have to find out f of d. So for that, comparing the given equation with f of d into y equal to 0, therefore f of d will be d square plus 4. So auxiliary equation is given by f of d equal to 0, that means d square plus 4 equal to 0. Therefore d square will be minus 4, and minus 4 can be written as 4i square because I square is minus 1. Therefore d square is equal to 4i square. Therefore d will be plus or minus 2i. So here if we compare plus or minus 2i with alpha plus or minus beta I, then alpha will be 0 because alpha is real part, and plus or minus 2i, in plus or minus 2i there is no real part, therefore alpha is 0, and beta will be 2 because comparing plus or minus 2i with plus or minus beta I. Okay, so yc is given by this formula, that is e raised to alpha x in bracket c1 cos beta x plus c2 sin beta x. So it will be e raised to 0x in bracket c1 cos 2x, value of beta is 2, plus c2 sin 2x, and e raised to 0x will be 1. So final answer will be c1 cos 2x plus c2 sin 2x. Now consider second example. If roots obtained from auxiliary equations are 2 plus 3i, 2 minus 3i. Here as you can see that roots are complex and different. Therefore first of all we will compare this with alpha plus or minus beta I. Therefore alpha is 2 because alpha is real part, and beta will be 3 because beta is imaginary part. So CF is given by this formula, so it will be e raised to 2x because alpha is 2 in bracket c1 cos 3x plus c2 sin 3x because beta is 3. Now let us discuss case 4, repeated complex roots. So if alpha plus or minus I beta and alpha plus or minus I beta are roots of auxiliary equation f of d equal to 0, then CF is equal to yc equal to e raised to alpha x in bracket c1 plus c2x cos beta x plus c3 plus c4x sin beta x. Now consider one example. Solve d square plus 4 whole square into y equal to 0. So here first of all we will have to find out f of d. So for that we will compare the given equation with f of d into y equal to 0. Therefore f of d will be d square plus 4 whole square. So auxiliary equation is given by d square plus 4 whole square equal to 0. That means d square plus 4 is equal to 0 or d square plus 4 is equal to 0. Therefore d square is equal to minus 4, and minus 4 can be written as 4i square. Therefore d square is equal to 4i square. Therefore d is equal to plus or minus 2i. Same way again we will get d equal to plus or minus 2i. So here there are complex roots and which are repeated. So first of all we will have to find out alpha and beta. For that, comparing with alpha plus or minus beta I. So alpha will be 0 and beta will be 2. So by case 4, CF will be e raised to alpha x, so e raised to 0x in bracket c1 plus c2x cos 2x because beta is 2 plus c3 plus c4x sin 2x, and value of e raised to 0x is 1. So final answer of CF will be c1 plus c2x into cos 2x plus c3 plus c4x into sin 2x. Now consider second example. If 3 plus or minus 4i and 3 plus or minus 4i are roots obtained from auxiliary equation. So here as you can see that roots are complex and repeated. So for that, comparing with alpha plus or minus beta I, alpha will be 3 and beta will be 4. So using this formula we will get yc is equal to e raised to 3x because alpha is 3 in bracket c1 plus c2x cos 4x because beta is 4 plus c3 plus c4x into sin 4x because beta is 4. So this is our final answer of yc. So in this lecture we have discussed about methods to find CF. Thank you for watching this video.